All right,
Welcome,
welcome.
welcome.
Awesome, welcome. We are on episode 24. And this
Yes.
one is a little bit more straightforward, I think, Mubarak. We hope maybe the title is Social Media 101, 101. So there's no like interesting question at the beginning to kind of pique your interest. But
Mhm.
we think it's an important topic, right? Because we see this um, done wrong in so many
Many,
ways all the time, right?
many,
By the way, my
many.
name is Anna Dornier, and I am with.
And Mubarak and Sakarija, right? So just going straight into it, right?
Yeah.
Who are we, Anna, to talk about social media 101, right? I'm sorry to say for you, Anna, it comes to social media, I feel I'm too old, right? Because honestly, I have been fortunate enough to have been seeing the evolution of social media for the last 10 years, right? And I remember, and I don't know if you knew this, but at one point I used to sell creating pages for people. It was a service I provided, like creating
Oh, I didn't know that.
a social media Facebook page, right? And there was Squares at the time, MySpace, right? And I used a service to create them for businesses, right? Then I upsell them graphics, right? So that's how far I go. And I'd taken a course to be a social media coordinator. It was a big thing, right? And I went on and started doing this for businesses. And some of them, they're still my clients today, right? So when we talk about this topic, it's things that I have seen over and over. And unfortunately, I see some common mistakes that people keep repeating every day. And so, Anna, for you, I know you too, you have a background. People may not just say, oh, you're just talking about this. Can you share a little bit about your experience and some of the success you have had from social media?
Yeah, I mean, we probably all experienced this if you've been in any social media platform, where you will get like just this weird, either a friend request and then their profile looks weird, or they will friend request you, and they will send you a message and they will have just like this weird way of approaching you, right? But before we go there, so just to tell you kind of my experience with social media, like I was probably one of the very first Facebook users back when they only allowed college students to be part of Facebook, right? So I mean, obviously I didn't use it for business back then, but Organic Retreat Secrets was born because I built a $10,000 a month business just from the things that I taught in that course, right? The things that I learned, I put in that course. And so I know the power of social media when you do it
Mhm,
right. I still have clients that I met through social media that I haven't met in person, right? That like they follow me on different platforms, right? Or they connect with me. If they found me on YouTube, they connect with me on Facebook or whatever, right? When you do it right.
mhm,
And when you're talking the previous episode, when you're delivering value to people, right?
mhm.
So I forgot what the question was, but yeah, that's a little bit of my
No,
background. But yeah, go ahead.
yes, you answered the question, but also, as you mentioned about the last episode, right? Building a community before you need it, right? Uh, Social media is the best way to go to build those relationships and building the community, right? Because as you know, you are limited, and with this type of the world of the online lifestyle, right, where most of the time probably you work from home or you don't have that way of connecting people, but also globally as the world is shrinking. That right now I'm talking to Anna, I'm in Canada and she's in Europe somewhere in Romania. Just think
Yeah.
about it, just think about just that, right? If you didn't know, right? I'm in Canada, in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and she's all the way in Romania, right? So, uh, building a community that is that way, which what we talked about, we find out that social media is the best way. And we said, okay, let's share with you social media 101, right? The first thing that I want to mention that most people forget about, social media is just a tool. That's it, right? What do I mean by that? Your cell phone is a tool, a hammer is a tool, a shot is a tool that, but each tool has its purpose, right? But so we see a lot of time people showing up at social media and then it says, oh, social media is bad, or social media is this, and we're like, hey, what are you using it for? Right? Oh, I was trying to build my $1 million business, and then people they're not commenting on my post, and people are not responding to my messages. Right? Oh, okay. Let's go look at those messages again. As we talked about on top there, it's you, me. Right? What's in it for me? And then you're missing a point because that tool is not built for what's in it for me. You're in the wrong place, right? As we mentioned, it's a social media. So social is the aspect of human, right? And there is processes, there is the way humans interact. So you need to first ask yourself why people are on social media. Just that question itself. Why people have accounts on social media, why people go there, why people check the phones every minute on social media and whatever it is, right? And as I was talking to Anna before this, as we were planning this session, I told her, like, who would disagree that all of us, we go on social media looking for information?
Yeah.
Either you're looking for information about your OBs or OGs, meaning old boys, right, where you went to school with, right?
Old
And for me,
gangster.
oh yeah, or past relationships, like you're looking people. For me, I'm from Africa, in East Africa, right? I have found information about my schools, my people that I went to school with, my family members. So that's one aspect. But also, I go there to find out what's trending, right? What people are selling, what services that people are providing. But at the end of the day, there's information people are looking for, right? So knowing that it's a place people go for, it's like a search engine in another way. People are searching things. So now, how can you align yourself with that?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like if anything, I think people are also looking for connection, right? At the very fundamental of it, they're looking for connection when they're on social media, right?
Mhm.
Because and supposedly social media is supposedly meant to keep us connected.
Yeah.
But then, like you said, some people find, oh, there's just so much negativity on social media or whatever. Like, who are you friends with? You know?
Mhm.
So like if we're not using it right, like not even picking the right people to connect with, that can affect our experience, right?
Mhm.
So first and foremost, it's about connection. It's about the human connection, and we gotta be more interested. It's kind of similar topic as the previous episode. We gotta be interested in what people are looking for versus what we're looking for if we are to use it properly, right?
Mhm.
So for example, if there are days, I mean, there are days when I don't post on social media, but there are days when it's like I want to post something, but I don't know like what I want to post about. And usually I gravitate towards something inspirational, right? Either it's something that I learned from a book or that I'm listening to, or something a lesson I learned while living my life or whatever. I post something that will inspire somebody else, right?
Mhm.
And that's that human connection. It's like everyone at any point of their day needs to be inspired at some point, right? There's
Yeah.
no one that's like, I don't need inspiration today. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So it's that connection again, first and foremost. That's if we're looking at social media 101, it's the connection first
Mhm. Yeah.
and what
And
information is going to connect with them at that moment.
yes, but now, right? If people are looking for connection, they're going to start looking for information. Let's say, all right, I'm looking for Anna, I'm looking, then I have connected with her. The biggest, the point is, now that you have connected with Anna, are you engaging with her? Because we
Yeah.
have seen it. And this is again, I'm sorry, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to plug in again our program because it does it very well. And we have been able to demonstrate how this works. And that's how we have connected with the 1% thought leaders in entrepreneur space. So what am I talking about, right? So Anna was looking for Mubarak, looking for information about Mubarak, found Mubarak, they connected, but now engagement starts happening, right? Because when you have done those 3 steps, you have information that Mubarak is looking for, and then through that information, you have connected with Mubarak. Now you're engaging with Mubarak. You just finished the whole social media things, but here's a kicker, right? People, and how many people have you had that they post something on social media and they say, nobody liked it? My question to you, the people you have connected with, when was the last time you engaged with them? Because
Yeah.
this is something that nobody's going to tell you, but we have cracked the code, right? All social media tools, as we mentioned, they're just tools. One, you need to remember that. And the tool will never be wrong. It's you who is going to misuse it. So
The operator.
just remember, yes, the operator, it's your fault. If you don't have the right knowledge of how to operate that tool, it can be the most dangerous thing that you can ever own. So
Yeah.
we're gonna spill the beans, and we go deep this again in the course and also in the free resources you can go find out on our website. Here's the thing we found out: all social media platform, apart from the cosmetics of this is social, this is Facebook, this is Instagram, this is Twitter, this is this, all of them, they operate on the same principle. And the principle is engagement,
Yeah.
right? You're gonna see the things that you see in your feeds, it's based on your engagement on there. If you
Yeah.
keep watching cats, you're gonna see cats.
Yeah.
If you keep watching houses, you're gonna see houses. Simple. So people say, why am I keep seeing these things? Buddy, watch about your behavior. Go back on your behavior. What are you keeping looking for, searching for? Because that's what you're gonna get. So now, when it comes to posting, we have a formula that we have perfected called priming, right? Where you prime your community, where you prime your connections ahead of time. Remember, build your community before you need it. This is where it
Yeah.
comes in the play.
Yeah.
This is where the payoff comes if you have built your community and you have been engaging with them before you need them, right? And then right there and then when you post something and you're gonna see many comments you have never seen before, you're gonna see likes and people are gonna say, how do you do that? Oh, was that luck? No, it's not luck, because we have so many case studies in our coaching programs and our program there that we show you case studies, and that's how even the course itself was born, because people were curious, how is it that you guys, you're getting dislikes and comments on your Facebook posts, right? And we have been able to show other people, not only we, but other people have done the same and came back says it works. People have been able to make their first sales on those principles, right? So that's social media one-on-one, that there is fundamental skills, fundamental principles that if you violate them, it doesn't matter what platform you're on, you will suck. And if you obey them and use them, you will flourish, you will shine.
Yeah. Okay. I want to add something to that because the fundamentals of being human, let's just say that, right? Like just be a human being because there's another human being on the other side, right?
Mhm.
And again, we're yearning for connection. And so like when we engage, we're connecting, right? And you talk about the fundamentals that we teach in Organic Reach These Secrets. I want to say that once you learn those fundamentals, like I said, it doesn't matter what platform it is. Once you know the fundamentals, they're going to work each time. And then you do it enough with enough repetition, you're going to have that unconscious competence where it's like
Mhm.
that's just how you operate, and
Mhm.
you just deliver value all the time, and you're always thinking about how can I serve, instead of what's in it for me, right? Because
Mhm.
everyone else in the world is thinking what's in it for me, whereas you've trained yourself, how can I serve and add value to this relationship so that I can build my community before I need it. Like you said, this should
Mhm.
have been part two of the previous episode because I think like it's a continuation. So like
Yeah.
just a quick example, just like maybe drive this home for the listener or the viewer. Um, when we were talking about the history of Organic Reach These Secrets and how it came about, I it was just second nature to me at that point for me to share about how I was generating traffic from Facebook in another community that we're a part of. That's not Facebook, it was in Slack, right? And it didn't even occur to me what I just did after I posted this because, like, everyone was talking about, I don't have a list, I don't have a list. Like, who am I going to send these offers to? And it's like, wait a minute. I just posted this and I got like 21 leads or whatever opted in, right? And lots of comments still coming in. And you say you don't have a list, you can create one on Facebook right now if you know what you're doing, right? But that specific post, I didn't realize was a curiosity post because here I thought everyone in this community is gonna know what I'm doing because they're a community of marketers, right? Like they're here to like learn how to market and stuff. And so I figured everyone knows how to use Facebook. I didn't know that this is not common knowledge. And so it's second nature. And so like wouldn't it be nice to have a skill set that's you're unconsciously competent with, and that whenever you operate in that way, it's always going to be profitable and beneficial to both parties involved. So yeah, that's a great example for you. So if you
Yes.
haven't looked at the free resources that we have for you yet, we'll include it in the show notes so you can download them. At least get a preview of what's in store for you in Organic Beach Food Secrets. And if you like what you see, you have the option to get the entire program if you want. If not, just go there and see what it's all about.
Yeah, and also to add to that, again, I highly recommend at the beginning of this podcast, we shared a lot of resources, a lot of fundamentals into uh, cities. There is a bunch of cities that we created. For example, the one I can recommend you go back to is Know, Like, and Trust.
Yeah,
Right? And the one that we shared about the ice, which we touched about it here, inform, connect, and engage, right? Uh,
yeah,
they're already here. You don't need anything. You can watch, even we have PowerPoint presentation for you that you can walk step by step. Just if you implemented those two episodes, no, two series, which are it's about like almost six uh what do you call them, six series, right?
episode.
Episodes, yeah, 6 episodes, right? uh just those ones, you will be unstoppable, right? So
Yeah,
again, there we are again, as we're talking about, right?
yeah,
Go watch them and pay attention to what's being said in those ones, how we're adding value to you, right? Again, those ones, you just go watch them. There's nothing you need to do. Just watch, implement. Of course, if you want to download the resources that we provide to those episodes, just do so. And if you, again, you say, oh, Mbarak, thank you so much, but I can't find them and everything, you know what to do. Reach out to us and let us know. We will have our team give you direct access to those episodes and resources for you so that you can be able to implement what we're talking about. We would love to hear from you and tell us how you're crashing social media with this social media one-on-one good stuff that we're sharing with you here today.
Yeah, I love that you said implement, Brad, because we already know, right, from that wisdom triangle, again, another episode that we've done, that we can't wisdom, we can't get that mastery and become unconsciously competent if we don't implement. And we won't find out if it works or not unless we implement. So prove us right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll end it there. This has been Organic Reach X.
We show you how to go with the flow organically in your business.
Thanks for being here and see you.